Can you hear me? 1 2 1 2. My mic was muted. So let's start with commodities. Last week we were. Can you hear me? 1 2 1 2. Yes, mic works. We start with the commodities. So let's clean up a bit the chart and look what has happened on the on crude. I think now it's in a rollover, so chart gonna look a bit messy. So we have this gap, we are still respecting it. Basically this thing is consolidating still. We are probably gonna get this highs out on this week with the news. This is still mid-range, like we're gonna take a short here. I mean, that's a 9%. I don't know, you can do it in futures. I have a lead trader funded account for swing, so I can keep this on, but I dislike see, it was a rollover. My lines are all messed up. So I should be there. So we want to see the highs taken here, and then maybe we reverse, or I don't know, we get some news and we escalate, and then we get a emotion higher. I'm not sure. We have a market maker buy model here, and this is basically the target. That's what I target also for this. We have already accumulation 1 and 2. This was the smart money reversal here, and we have a stop hand here. So this is a valid long until here, but I don't know if we're gonna take a long here. We're already at resistance, but we want to take the highs. So in an intraday scenario, let's see. So this is our target here, the purple line. Let's make it white so we can see it. Well, maybe let's make it something else. Let's make it blue. And so we have this stop hand here. Okay, we have this balanced price range. And let's make it blue because it's the 1 hour. We have this breaker that gets tested. And this is now hitting resistance. I wouldn't long it, honestly. Like, we are pretty 2% to target. It's just too risky here, you know. If it comes lower without taking the liquidity target, like if it comes on this fair value gap here, is it the 50% also? Yes. So if it comes within this range here, like, I will be interested to long it and hold it until the upside target is made. But that's it. Otherwise, I'm not interested. Okay, it's easy. Gold, we hit the higher time frame target we were watching on last week. So we had I was long. I posted it in the chat. Let's go to the daily. So we fulfill the monthly. Monthly looks pretty damn bullish. Like, look at this. We just rebalance this and we are trading up. This will be super bullish if we close like this. Like, if we close above this with the body, gold will see 3,000. Okay. So what we will do for the day, we need more information, okay guys? So we came to, this is our resistance, this is our premium resistance. We want to wait for this to show us if we want to pull back, and we want to pull back, maybe even this is why it's a bit risky to trade this now, because it can really come here, which is, it can be a nice scalp, but you have to be mindful, okay? So this is like a 2% drop, so we have to see on the 1 minute, 1 hour, and this, you see the market maker model on the daily, this is the target, clear as day, this is the target, okay? Again, we have an accumulation, second, like a first, second accumulation, we have the manipulation. We took liquidity inside the key level. Key level is our daily fair value gap in this case, and we are moving higher from here. So I was long from 2071, 2571. I closed somewhere here when we entered the premium. I had this as a main target, but you know, we could have it rejected from anywhere here. So now see how random it is. We have this range here on the sell side of the curve. Now see on the buy side, we use it as support, and this is what I'm expecting to happen here. I'm expecting that this will shoot and we will consolidate within this fair value gap. That's why I gave a short call on the Discord, but that was, I told you guys that this is very risky, and it was basically it was this here. So we took it until 50%. I took profit, then I will stop out at even. It wasn't the best short because we knew we are counter trading. The direction I said from the beginning was long. So either we're gonna see a consolidation here and we want to long the manipulation leg and then run it to the highs, and maybe keep a runner if you are trading in an FX account, or on futures we can just always re-enter the next day, or you can use one of my links and buy a swing account for futures. So this is for the commodities. YM is a beauty. I think I posted a potential short because we took the high of the previous week and then we were sweeping the low. But if you were watching the 4 hour, this looks like we have these equal lows here, okay, like all the other indices. So this looks exactly like a market maker sell model. So I was itching, let's say, to take the short from here to here. However, what made me don't do that is like on the weekly, well, basically was the daily. The daily, we have the 50% of the range here. And you see why I stress the 50%. Look at this. You cannot go wrong by plotting the 50%. So this is the high. So we need, since we're respecting the discount line, and then there is basically the PDRA here, the half discounted fair value gap. We want, since here you can go long to the top, I think on Monday we're gonna get the long here. There is bunch of news since Tuesday to Friday, so be mindful of them. Don't get exposed to unnecessary risk. Okay, so we're gonna see this getting taken Again, this is too high on the range. I mean, even if we isolate this leg here, we didn't have any opportunity to enter. There is a gap, I think, there. No, it just pushes towards the liquidity, which is here, the all-time high, but I don't see an entry. Russell the same. So anyone of you trade euro? It's just straight to the bin. This looks like a monthly market maker sell model, and basically the baseline for this, we already hit it, is parity with dollar. But I will give you my honest opinion. I thought that we will, from this range, we're gonna break higher in the beginning, because we hit this level before. So I was like, if you're gonna, I mean, this is where we have data, or my chart has data anyway. So I was thinking, okay, if we took the liquidity here, then I put the buy limit here. So while dollar was pushing higher, I was expecting this to sweep, reverse, and then go for the highs here. And euro starts to go higher, but if we study DXY, this doesn't look the case. DXY in all time frames looks pretty damn bullish, like you see on the yearly chart. $121. Like it has still to appreciate $15. The index 10%, things and more. So this is not good for all the assets. I think if dollar keeps pushing higher, many of these assets gonna come onto the knees. Although the higher time frame chart doesn't look like that. So I think best case scenario for these indices, like you see, we have this sweep. If we're gonna continue this fiesta here, maybe need another year green, even if it's not big one like this, to create a fair value gap here to continue higher. Anyway, these are hedging inflation, and inflation is not going anywhere anyway. But looking this picture here, at least on Nasdaq, we can probably see lower if we close bearishly. And this is, now we're gonna see S&P pretty fast. So YM and RTY are pretty high on the range, so they're already, I think the longs are past due. Here we maybe have a long opportunity. We had a long opportunity maybe here, but I've been very skeptical with these indices, just because Nasdaq, it just basically took liquidity on the top and just dumps. I'm more comfortable like buying AS than Nasdaq, but both look bullish, at least market structure, market wise. Anyway, so for this week, I will look if the news are actually create some sweep opportunity and find entries on some inversion here, and we'll target the highs. There is nothing clean here. During the week, the whole duration of the week, I was looking for longs here, and it was a very bad decision. I will tell you why. Because there was no news for days, and it was pretty choppy. That's why we have all this liquidity. And I put limited orders here, and I was in massive drawdown. Like, it took me some time to come higher. But the idea, I took the long here until the top, and then after we create this breakout, then we already respecting the daily fair value gap here. I was like, so we are continuing bullish, but you see, it's very weak. It gets rejected from this range, from the premium of this high range, and gets respected from the bottom. So we want to see more detail. What is going to happen? We don't have to rush, take a trade. I've seen more opportunities on maybe on gold this week when we give us a clear sign. Indices are pretty much done. Like, we have to see some wrong chart. And so basically we can just see Bitcoin pretty quickly. I think Bitcoin has to retrace. We hit the standard deviation, second standard deviation from the manipulation leg. And on the daily, we start to see that we have built a lot of liquidity here. And my idea is, like, it would be nice if we can get the retracement, maybe test the previous breakout from here, test the daily fair value gap here until the premium line, and then reverse, so we can take 1 hour entries here. To maybe we can see how we react here, but I think we are due to some retracement. Anyway, guys, if you have any questions, tag me in the Titans group or the Mentis group if you're a mentorship student. And any questions, I will be answering them. Okay, stay safe, and I'll be there for you.